What I saw was just a war scene. I was slipping in people's blood.
We're right in front of the U.S. Capitol building.
I witnessed the January the 6th attack on the U.S. Congress, as well as the subsequent impeachment trial in which former President Donald Trump was cleared of allegedly inciting the violence aimed at stopping lawmakers certifying Joe Biden as the next U.S. president. So I read and looked at all sorts of angles and perspectives before this House of Representatives committee began airing these remarkable hearings. And there have been lots of new revelations and perspectives. So here are 3 aspects that I think are significant for enhancing our understanding of what happened, as well as what might happen next. A huge amount of video material was filmed that day by news organizations like CGTN, as well as people responsible for storming Congress. But this was the first time we saw pictures from the roof of the Capitol showing the speed and scale that far-right groups like the Proud Boys managed to penetrate Congress. Indeed, members of the Proud Boys didn't even wait for Trump to exhort his followers to
fight like hell.
They were closing in on this area as Trump began to speak, leading to those gruesome scenes of violence.
It was carnage. It was chaos. It was just hours of hand-to-hand combat.
Some of Trump's most trusted advisors and even members of his cabinet simply did not believe Trump's allegations that the election had been rigged. Indeed, once they knew that the Attorney General would not help Trump try to overturn the election,
I made it clear I did not agree with the idea of saying the election was stolen.
And stop Joe Biden becoming president, even his daughter Ivanka, considered one of his closest advisors, abandoned him.
I respect Attorney General Barr, so I accepted what he was saying.
That left Trump to retort that Ivanka had checked out, but then so had many others by that point. Some think this is the ultimate aim of this bipartisan committee, that these hearings will lead to Trump being prosecuted and disbarred from office, and crucially, prevented from running for the presidency in 2024. But Trump remains the kingmaker for congressional candidates in this November's midterm elections, as well as the presumptive Republican nominee.
God bless you, sir, for putting so much effort into this race.
But to his opponents' dismay, some polls are now suggesting fewer and fewer voters hold Trump responsible for January the 6th, while others suggest these hearings are actually making him more popular in some areas. Ultimately, it may be too soon to tell how these hearings will impact Trump's bid for the presidency.